Most Indians live in villages, so the topic of rural education is of the utmost importance for the country.
मेरा नाम शिवानी कुमारी है। मैं 10 साल की हूँ। मैं अपने माता पिता और दादी के साथ इताड़ी गांव में रहती हूँ। हम लोग 3 बच्चे हैं। मैं सबसे बड़ी हूँ और मेरे 2 छोटे छोटे भाई हैं, जिसका नाम प्रभात और सूरज है।
However, the fact of the village being spread out over long distances brings with it 2 very obvious challenges. Difficulty of access due to poor transport facilities, and the poor quality of education imparted on account of inadequate infrastructure, lack of teachers, shortage of proper textbooks, and other learning materials. As every village does not have a school, children have to go to the nearest village which has one. Hence, owing to the many inconveniences involved, especially in the case of girls, parents are reluctant to send their children to school. This leads logically to the failure in achieving total rural education in India.
स्कूल है। मेरे अच्छे अच्छे दोस्त हैं और अच्छे अच्छे टीचर्स हैं। मैं पढ़ना चाहती हूँ। मैं पढ़कर एक टीचर बनना चाहती हूँ।
St. Joseph's School, Itari, is a rural school managed by the Salesians of Don Bosco. The school caters to about 800 students who normally come from the socially underprivileged Dalit families.
Most of the children do not have electricity at home. The ambience at home is not always conducive enough for a student to study. The villagers are mostly illiterate or semi-literate and so cannot give a helping hand to their children. Many parents are too poor to afford to send their children to school and usually come to consider them as earning members of the family. Thus their studies, their future and the long-term interests of the family itself are sacrificed for some immediate gains. Understandably, this leads to their poor performance at school. Many of them fare badly, and some even drop out of school. Some of the dropped-out children eventually end up in big cities, fending for themselves in very dangerous circumstances. The educational sponsorship from BORN have helped keep many children in school. Education is a cause one needs to be deeply concerned about a child growing up. Education plays a very important role in molding a child's future and is imperative in order to secure the future of the world. Help keep a child in school.